Hey, Tomahawk family, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's staying safe and staying healthy. We're going to look at some scripture this morning from 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verses 13 to 15. To give you a little bit of a background of what's going on up to this point, Paul is talking to the Corinthian church about giving generously to the ministry of the Corinthian church. And in verses 13 to 15 of 2 Corinthians chapter 8, Paul is wrapping up his talk about giving generously. And this is what Paul says in 2 Corinthians 8, verses 13 to 15. Our desire is not that others might be relieved while you are hard pressed, but that there might be equality. At the present time, your plenty will supply what they need, so that in turn their plenty will supply what you need. Then there will be equality, as it is written, he who gathered much did not have too much, and he who gathered little did not have too little. I know this virus has created a lot of economic uncertainty right now, and I know there's people that don't have any money, and I know there's some people that still have some extra money, believe it or not. And I want to talk to those people that have some extra money right now just for a second. I know there's people right now that have extra money that are hoarding that extra money because they're so worried about what's going to happen tomorrow, and they don't even know if they're going to be around tomorrow. Now, I want you to be responsible with your money. I want you to have somewhat of a savings account. I want you to pay your bills, but just remember those people that can't even pay a week's worth of bills. Imagine if you took a little bit of your extra money that you have so that somebody can pay a week's worth of bills. Now, I've heard some stories too about some CEOs that are giving up their salaries to keep some workers, but I wish I would hear more stories about that. There are so many CEOs that make billions of dollars and millions of dollars that could give up their salary for a month and save tons of jobs. There's also CEOs that could give up their salary for a month just to, help some people that are hungry that can't pay bills in this world. Now is not the time to be greedy with extra money. Now is not the time to hoard extra money. Now is not the time to have anxiety with extra money. There's a difference between being responsible with extra money and being greedy and being selfish and being anxious with extra money. So if you have a little bit of extra money, and I can't determine, what a little bit of extra money is for you, you're going to have to determine that yourself, and you're going to have to talk to God about that. But take that little bit of extra money that you can give and impact somebody that doesn't have anything. Impact somebody that is hard pressed. Not so that you're hard pressed, but so that they're not hard pressed. Remember, Jesus gave everything so that we could have life. Can't we give a little bit of something? Can't we sacrifice a little bit of something knowing Jesus gave everything? Even if we give a little bit of extra money, that's still nothing compared to the sacrifice Jesus had to give. And when we do give a little bit of extra money, we get to kind of relate to the sacrifice that Jesus gave for us. Even though we're not close to that kind of sacrifice, we kind of get in the world of that sacrifice a little more, and we understand sacrifice a little more on a spiritual level. And I don't think this just goes towards money. I think this can go towards time too as well. There's a lot of people that probably have extra time that they can give up to somebody that doesn't have any time. Maybe there's a nurse that's working crazy hours that doesn't have time to buy groceries. Maybe if you have extra time, maybe you can donate that extra time to buy groceries for that nurse that's working crazy hours. So I just want to challenge you guys. I know we're in crazy economic times, but there's still some of us that have a little bit of extra we can give in terms of time and money. Don't get anxious with that extra time or money. Don't get greedy with that extra time or money. Because we got to help those that are hard pressed. Not so that we're hard pressed, but so that they're not hard pressed. I hope you guys have a great day.